going on? Welcome back to my garage. Well, today it's a crappy shitty day. Tried to do some mowing, got a couple done, and then we ran into this. So I thought I'll bring the truck home, let it cool down a little bit, and we'll get to work. Today we're going to be doing the downpipe, getting it wrapped up, getting it finished. Wait a minute, looks like there's something just a little bit right there. Well, maybe not, don't know. Anyway, going to get that downpipe off right there. It's still cooling off just a little bit. I just pulled it into the garage. I've been home for a while, had some lunch, so we got the V-band clamp up on top, and then over here on the other side, mine has band clamps on it, so it shouldn't be just too bad. I don't know if you can see them or not right there. So that's how my downpipe is held on, with a V-band at the top, a V-clamp at the top, and then the band clamps there. So, not too bad. Pretty easy to come off as long as everything goes according to plan. So, let's get you set up and let's start getting things tore apart. I think first we better get rid of all this water from pulling it inside the truck. Take my air hose and just blow it off. There. That took care of that. That way I don't get all wet. Alright. I went to grab one of my lights, and of course I left it on and it is dead. So I'm gonna grab the trusty Harbor Freight light and get it taken care of. I believe those are 11 millimeter if I'm correct. Not 100% certain, but can't get a ratchet on it because of this coolant line that's in the way. Those originally are supposed to be boarded up here on a spacer, but I've got an aftermarket exhaust manifold on there, the 3-piece, and whoever put that back on did not fasten that correctly, so, and I just haven't taken the time to put it on. Anyway, let me go grab a wrench and I'll be right back to you. Much easier. All right, get you set up underneath the truck now. And those are 9/16. And with the magic of video editing, it's out. So, wasn't too bad. Had to kind of use both hands and separate things, so it was taking a little bit longer than what I like, so I just had you guys come back when I was able to actually show it to you out of the truck. So there it is. Here I am. So right up here is my exhaust wrap. Going to get that soaking in a bucket of water, which I should have been doing while I was taking out the pipe, but I can't think of everything. Okay, we got everything set up. We have the exhaust wrap soaking. I'll go up here and grab some scissors. so I can trim that end off to get started. Switched out my gloves. That fiberglass, you don't want to do that with bare hands or the mechanics gloves that I had on. It does have little fibers in it and will put little fibers in your hand. So just letting that kind of finish bubbling. I'm gonna take and trim that end off right there that's all frayed and make it nice and neat start. Start about right there. Alright, we can come clear up to this edge right here because of the V-band clamp. So what I like to do, the only other exhaust I have done is the exhaust on my motorcycle once, and that was on there for probably about 2 years, and then I got tired of it and took it off. I like to start and go all the way around, pulling it fairly tight, and then locking it into itself. Maybe making one more round, and then I'll put a band on there and clamp that up. You can, this is kind of a two-man job, be a heck of a lot easier. You can use zip ties until you are able to get back and put your stainless steel clamp bands on it. But I'm hoping I can do this one-handed. We'll see. Try and get nice, even lines on it. Actually, the way that edge is frayed and this one's not, I'm going to start over and put that on the inside to where that's wrapped. So we're going to go the other direction here. Actually, we're just going to flip this over and start just like that. And put that on the inside. It's going to be a nice, cleaner look. Just like so. The reason you wet it is so you can stretch it in place. It gets just a little bit stretchy. If stretchy's a word, as it's wet. And it allows you to work it kind of into place a little bit better. There it is, all finished up. Got 2 clamps on the bottom, and then one, I guess band is more like it, band on the top. So I guess that's pretty good. We'll get that put back in the truck now. Alright guys, project completed. It was a pretty easy project to do. It is a cheaper wrap that did come in with my turbo blanket, and we all know how that project ended. So it took 2 takes to get that one finished up. So it did turn out pretty good, pretty happy with the way it looks. The downfall about wrapping your downpipe is if you live in a state that has a lot of rain or basically a lot of snow, and then your highway departments use salt to clean the roads, it is going to hold moisture and cause your downpipe probably to rust out if you have an inferior product. I don't know what downpipe is on my truck. It was on there when I purchased it. There is some rust on it, so I'm going to have a sneaking suspicion that I probably have an inferior product. So you want to make sure and have a good stainless steel downpipe or aluminized, something like that. And if you have aluminized, if your collar is welded on there for your V-band clamp on the back of your turbo, once you weld aluminize, that causes that aluminization, I guess is what you would call it really, to fail on that edge. So it will start rusting in that area unless you throw some heat paint on it. The reason you do soak the wrap in water is so you can stretch it as you're putting it on, and then when you start your vehicle and the exhaust heats up, it evaporates all of that water and causes that to shrink back into place and be nice and tight and stay where you've wrapped it at. So next project, I really don't know. I do want to get my mirrors color matched, so I do have paint guns and stuff like that and a compressor, and am able to do painting as far as whole vehicles, motorcycles, stuff like that. I may just get the paint and my code mixed up in a spray bomb. I have used those before. The local paint store here will take your paint and mix it up and put it in an aerosol spray for you. On something small like this, just do it in an acrylic enamel and it should turn out pretty good. So my mirrors are pretty faded, so I am going to have to scuff those, hit them with some adhesion promoter and some primer, and then hit it with the color. So I am going to be probably doing some more painting and stuff like that. Probably going to order or purchase a quart of paint and just paint my flat surfaces and make the truck look a little bit better myself for right now. I really don't feel like doing a color change. I really like that new color that they have out. It looks like concrete. And also had tossed around plum crazy. Purple was my mom's favorite color, so in kind of homage to her, she passed away last year. You know, painting it purple, but we'll see. I have no idea. I don't know where I'm gonna go with it. So right now I'm just enjoying doing these videos. I'm enjoying driving the truck. You know, as always guys, hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow. Subscribe to the channel. I try and do videos at least a couple, 2-3 times a week if I'm able to. I do lead a pretty busy life with my wife and my son. 2 businesses and a full-time job. So getting out here and getting the videos done is not my first priority, but I try and do as many as I can. So guys, have a very good weekend. I appreciate you watching, making it all the way. Like, subscribe, comment. Until next time guys, have a great weekend. We will talk to you later on. Bye-bye.